Travel, as much as anything, is about being uncomfortable. I'm Colin Wright, and you are watching Consider This. Now, everybody travels in a slightly different way. Some people prefer to go and stay at five-star hotels and eat out at nice restaurants and have kind of a theme parkified version of the country that they're going to, which is fine if you're traveling to get away from something and to take a vacation from the norm. That is totally legitimate. Other people travel to see the way things actually are elsewhere, to see what the locals see, to eat what the locals eat. In either case, what you're doing, the reason that you're traveling, is to make yourself a little bit uncomfortable for a while. Because comfort is usually defined as you being in a space in which you are familiar with everything that's happening around you. Things are oriented around your needs and around your expectations, and in a lot of cases, this comfort zone is a very predictable zone. Travel is anything but predictable. And in fact, a lot of the enjoyment that we get from travel is predicated on the fact that we can't predict what's going to happen. Something novel will occur, whether it is a new type of food, or a new type of music, or a new type of language or accent, new architecture. Whatever it is, it's pushing us out of our comfort zone. And so for me, the joy in full-time travel comes from the fact that I am able to be constantly uncomfortable. Travel allows you to set artificial milestones. It allows you to change geographic location and therefore trigger that thing in your brain that says, oh, I'm changing location, this is important. Everything around me is new, I should take in a whole lot of details, more details than I usually do. And as a result, moments when we're traveling, when we're in a new situation, tend to be that much more vivid when we remember them. We remember very specific colors, very specific smells, the look on some dude's face, some stranger. These are things that we take in, and as a result, these moments seem more real, but the time also stretches out a little bit. It's very possible to go through the same routine day in and day out for years, and then look back on those years and not remember a single identifying trait of those days that you experienced. Whereas you could have 1 week in a foreign country, and every single day, every single moment stands out vividly. Regular travel is essentially making this a key component of your lifestyle. It's making yourself almost constantly uncomfortable, and in exchange you get more of your time, you get more experiences to look back on. And the only payment that you have to make is to essentially question everything that you hold dear. Now, tandem with the physical discomfort and the psychological discomfort is the discomfort that comes with questioning everything that you know. Because when you're traveling, you're exposed to a lot of different ideas, a lot of different ways of life, different faiths, different governmental systems, different social interactions, the way that people interact with each other. And being exposed to so many people who believe wholeheartedly in these different ways that they do things, just as much as you believe in the way that you do things, forces you to acknowledge, okay, well, there's different ways of doing things in the world. Are mine the right ones? And then you're forced to go through this entire psychological journey where you question everything. And if you travel regularly, this is kind of your lifestyle. You're always questioning everything. You become far less certain about everything that you believe. And this is a feature, not a bug, in my opinion. This is something that allows you to grow incredibly quickly. And even though you sound a little less concrete when you speak, because you use a whole lot of modifiers, you say maybe, and I think, and it seems a whole lot, rather than confidently declaring everything to be true because you believe it to be true. But you're also more accurate in being a little wobbly on most of your opinions, because I don't think that there is a correct answer to a lot of these moral questions. And whether or not you can travel long-term or full-time, whether you'd actually want to, is somewhat irrelevant. But working travel into your lifestyle in some way is a really easy shortcut to achieving kind of perpetual self-growth, to question everything all the time, and to feel more comfortable questioning these things because you've seen so many alternative answers and ways of life. There's other ways to work this into your lifestyle, though. You don't have to travel to achieve this, it just takes a little bit more effort. If you are not traveling and you want to continue to grow in this way, what you have to do is continuously expose yourself to things outside of your comfort zone. That means new people with different beliefs, it means trying new foods, listening to new music, very intentionally going out of your way to find new things anytime you get the opportunity. And that's why it's so difficult. Travel makes this really easy because this happens by default. Whereas if you are not traveling and you don't have newness around you constantly, you really have to go out and search for it. Today we do have the tools for this. You can go on your music streaming software like Spotify and choose a completely different genre that you've never listened to before, and do that regularly, and you can get a lot of the same experience. Do the same with other people outside of your usual group of friends. Do the same with hobbies and professions outside of your realm of experience. It takes a lot more work, but it's very much worth it because it allows you to try out a lot of things. It allows you to experiment with a lot of different ways of living and a lot of the different joys that life has to offer. Something that I often tell people, to explain this more concisely, is that your favorite food in the world might be Moroccan food. But you will never know if you do not try Moroccan food. The more things you can try, the more foods, the more music, the more ways of life, the more ways of living, the more ways of thinking, the more likely you are to find the perfect fit for you. If you enjoyed this video, a like or a subscription would be very much appreciated, or share it with your friends, with your family, with anybody who might be thinking about traveling or looking for a way to shake up their lives and introduce more consistent growth. You can find out more about me and my work at colin.io, and Colin is my name, is the moniker that I use across pretty much every social network. Thanks, guys.